the racecourse in expectant mood. New season has brought fresh hope of a return to the promised land of the Football League. Boreham Wood, of course, almost made it there last season, beaten by Tranmere in May's promotion final. The Wood are now chasing that dream again, eager to go one better this time. And like their hosts, Boreham Wood have had a good start, both unbeaten with 4 points from 2 games. Well, it was a goalless draw for Wrexham here against Fylde on Tuesday, a performance Sam Ricketts saw plenty of positives in, and he's made just one change to the 11 that began that game. The experienced Stuart Bevan, who had an impact off the bench midweek, is preferred to Paul Rutherford. There's one change to the Boreham Wood side that started their goalless draw at Haventon Waterlooville on Tuesday night. Ricky Shakes drops out. His replacement up top is 20-year-old Josh Umera, who signed for Boreham Wood on loan this week from Charlton. 6 of the 11 also started May's promotion final loss to Tranmere. The third game in the space of a week for Wrexham and Boreham Wood, as a restart is required here. Angelo Balanta looking to get us underway. It's a tough one to call this, Chris Hargreaves.
What it is, but I would say, having had a small scouting mission this week, looking at Wrexham, the home form, you know, of any club is important, but certainly Sam will be looking to that this season. Any team that gets 5,000 or 6,000 fans through the door, it is like an extra man. And as long as they play front foot football, they show the effort and the determination, they get the buy-in from the fans, so the quality will come.
Summerfield it is who's gone across to take this. Summer signing from Grimsby provides some really good experience in that midfield area for Wrexham. Pearson and Smith up from the back, 2 goal-scoring centre-halves. It was a little bit awkward that for Balcombe, but he dealt with it. The 18-year-old who's on loan from Brentford. But it's all Wrexham in the early stages here as Bevan gets his head to it. Couldn't quite get it on target, the veteran forward, but it's a positive start for Wrexham.
It is, yeah. Kieran Marta just turned off there, just watching the flight of the ball. So much time and space there, probably didn't realise, just tried to glance it a little bit, got his angle wrong, but very, very positive start from the home side, which is what they want, exactly what they want at this point.
Slice clearance was by Pearson, the flick on by Wright. Balanta has done well to keep hold of that. Woodard is the player wider, and the 2 waiting in the middle. It's been misjudged, and it was a great opportunity for Shaibu, who couldn't take it. First really good sight of goal that Boreham would have had.
Well, yeah, it's just talking about the wing-backs getting forward and just switching play a little bit. It just gets his feet all wrong, Pearson, there, and he should score. He should score. Just a bit of composure, just get your head over the ball. He just delayed it a little bit, hasn't he? Bad miss.
Murta assessing his options. They're all pretty much in a line. As in it goes, the header into the ground from Josh Umera.
First viewing, I think he should have done a little bit better. Yeah, he just mistimes it. Probably doesn't expect to get his head on it. He thinks Pearson might get a flick, just loses the fly of that ball. It's a half chance.
Boreham Wood seeking to become the first to taste victory here in this current campaign. In it goes from Murta. And running in on that was Josh Umera, who's getting half chances.
He's getting on the end of it. It's just his timing's wrong. Again, I think it's half a chance. He gets under it a little bit. Worrying from Wrexham's perspective, that's for sure.
He had a loan spell, Umera, from Charlton at Wycombe last season that unfortunately was ended by injury. But he scored 2 goals in his final 2 appearances for them. That injury was in October of last year, so he's gone an awful long time without competitive football. A youngster on loan from Charlton. Bevan, who we've not seen for a while. Early cross in there from Jennings. Maguire-drew! Oh! There's his first Wrexham goal. And didn't he take it well? But it was all about the cross from Jennings from that left-hand side. It was a peach of a cross. And Maguire-Drew at the back post unmarked. Sam Rickett's side in front of the racecourse.
Absolutely brilliant. Just what we've been talking about. The centre forward gets something on it. Full-back gets forward, prepared to go. There he is, back in play up. What a brilliant header. Just guide it. Brilliant goal. Exactly what they needed at this point. Just felt there was a little lull in the game, certainly for the home side.
He's off the mark.
Barry will be so annoyed with himself, just turns off completely.
Just a bit of suggestion, Chris, of some shirt holding.
No, it's nothing. It's nothing. You just get a little bit of leverage. Both players are doing it. It happens hundreds of times in a game.
Could be a chance here for the equaliser. It's a great save by Leighton to deny Umera as Boreham would almost immediately hit back.
This is a problem when you score. You've just got to see it out for the next 4 or 5 minutes. Long ball again. Just his second ball. No one onto it. It's a dangerous header back. I think it's Luke Summerfield.
So that change having to be made then with Luke Young coming off here. And Rutherford will be the man who'll replace him.
Such a shame for Luke. That is such a shame. He's had a pretty bad run of injuries over the last couple of seasons.
Flick on by Bev. Umera. They find a way to get a shot on goal. It wouldn't work for him. Just try to force it a bit there.
That's the thing. The first bit of it was brilliant. Look, the pressing. Wins the ball. Drives. It's just the wrong choice. It's just the wrong choice. It's just not on. And probably that's why the manager's getting so annoyed with him. It's just an extra shift out of your feet and trying to hit across the ball or turn back out, bring somebody else into play.
Had one of the 3 minutes to be added on here. Just too high for champion. Rickett's got there though for the Wood. That was nicely done. Cross was rather hurried, but comes out to Ilisami to strike one.
I think that's indicative of the what he's seen in front of him, as Ilisami is a left wing-back, drifted in on his right foot to try and smash it in the top corner from 30 yards.
Still only 20, Maguire-Drew on loan from the Premier League side, Brighton.
He had a couple of loans, didn't he? A couple of loans last season that perhaps weren't as productive as his Dagenham spell. And so go back to the level you know and try and excel.
And it's Maguire-Drew's goal which is the difference at half-time. His first in the colours of Wrexham, his new club, who is just joined on loan. Luke Garrard, not a happy man, and I suspect there might even be changes made at half-time by the Boreham Wood manager. Mark Carrington coming on, a very versatile player. It will be a straight swap with Kevin Roberts at right back. Carrington, 31 now in his 6th season with Wrexham, the club's current longest-serving player, and you would think, Chris Hargreaves, that he will fit in fairly seamlessly in that right back area.
Oh, he will. He's vastly experienced. Probably play anywhere across that back four. Disappointing for Kevin Roberts to have to come off, but I'd like to have been in the changing rooms, see what the manager said. Certainly like to have been on the touchline as well to speak to Grant. Talking about fouls, goodness me, Grant Hall in his heyday. He'd have pulled his shirt off, never mind grabbed it.
Well, of course, Chris alluding to the complaints from the Boreham Wood manager, Luke Garrard, that there was that tug on the shirt by Fondop in the lead-up to the goal that separates the two sides. I have to say, I'm surprised that it's Wrexham are the team that have made the change. Luke Garrard had sent all of his subs to go and warm up ahead of half-time. Maybe there's something of a warning, a threat to those on the pitch who is not too happy with it.
Yeah.
Wrexham players now getting involved in that cue themselves. Header clear was by Summerfield, but it was not entirely convincing. That's a good ball by Summerfield. Here's Bevan. Fondop, Maguire-Drew, good movement here by Bevan. And Rutherford was waiting in the middle. Maguire-Drew might strike it, and he got right underneath it.
What a fantastic move. Just that extra pass, that little bit of link play. Fondop drops in really well. Maguire-Drew's on the ball. It's really good play. Bevan tries to shift it across. You're just trying to fire this. Just got to hit the target. Credit to Mark Ricketts there, throwing himself at the ball.
Balanta, and there's good movement here by Shaibu. It's well defended by Wrexham. Rob Lainton, when called upon, reliable once more. Stuart Bevan being replaced here. And now 14 years younger than him. Mikhail Pike is the player who's coming on. He's on loan from the Premier League side, Huddersfield. They've had plenty of chances, Boreham Wood. He's created another one there. It was headed away initially by Summerfield. Oh, Ilisami with the poor pass, and Rutherford was trying to race onto it. The goalkeeper very aware indeed there. Balcom came rushing out, spared the blushes of Ilisami.
It's an absolutely fantastic starting position from Ellery Balcom there.
Umera showed good strength, and there was his shot, which was to save from Lainton.
Speculative. Keeper should have that covered at that stage. Be disappointed if you let that in from there. Look at the keeper's starting position on this one. Just comes into picture. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic.
Will the goalkeeper be troubled here? Interesting. I've just been watching. The camera was on the goalkeeper, Maguire-Drew, just keeping hold of the ball. And I think he said to Summerfield, "No, it's mine. I want this." He's 20.
But I can imagine that he's worked hard in training, putting the hours in. You know, afterwards, as a pro, you probably spend 10 or 15 minutes working at this.
It is Maguire-Drew, and it's fairly comfortable for the goalkeeper. Just didn't really have the pace to get it past Balcom.
I think he read it, didn't he, the keeper? He knew straight away.
Maguire-Drew to take the corner. It's still his goal, scored in the first half. That's the difference between these two teams. On the header, off the crossbar, and in it goes again, and it's spobbling about in there, and finally it's in! Wrexham double their lead, and it's the substitute Pike who's celebrating.
Well, it was like a pinball machine in there, wasn't it? Thought the defender had done really well in the first instance, but they kept the ball alive, Wrexham did, and that's what you get your rewards. Kieran Murtagh dropping back in there, thinks he's done well. Could the keeper do better? Pearson with the first header. Murtagh does well to try and clear it. And yeah, you just got to keep hold of that ball.
What a lovely back heel that was. And nutmegs as well on Murtagh. That is the cheekiest of finishes from Pike. What a way to open his account, the man on loan from Huddersfield. Fondop. Umera out against Jennings here. Shaibu waiting in the middle. Umera shot! Oh, what a great effort that was. I think the goalkeeper, Lainton, might have got something on that, you know.
Well, That's good play here, just drifts inside, gets his shot off. I think he gets fingertips to that. So unfortunate not to get themselves back in the game there.
Here's Ricky Shakes. Champion with the first-time cross. Balanta puts it down. It's headed clear by Pearson. Helped on its way by Summerfield. That's turned into a decent ball from Rutherford. Fondop, who's got Maguire-Drew in support. You can see it. Well, if he played Maguire-Drew in there, surely it would have been a clear route through to goal.
Yeah, there's that inexperience, the thing we've discussed several times today. Just having the vision to look up. You've almost got your adrenaline flowing too much. Just needs to slide Jordan Maguire-Drew here. Just be unselfish and put your teammate in. Just know the game. You saw it sort of 25 minutes in when they said, you know what, no. Goal kick, all up you go.
Here's Pike with Fondop waiting in the middle. Oh, he's picked out the cross. Lovely goal. Fondop with the finish. His second goal for Wrexham, made by Pike, who scored the second himself. And Wrexham will take the points now. Sam Ricketts has his first home win as the boss of the Red Dragons.
Well, Boreham would just turn off completely. Rakeil Pike has been excellent since his... Oh, what a run. Just runs across the line of defence there. They don't expect it. They don't expect the free kick to be taken. Don't track the runner well enough. Don't stop the cross. And on the balance of play, they deserve it. I'm pleased for the big man. He'll be judged on goals, but he's been hit and missed today. But if he scores goals, 2 in 3, he's on the right track.
His goals helped keep Halifax in the National League at the end of last season. He'll hope his goals this season take Wrexham into the Football League.
And if one of those early chances goes in, it's a completely different game. You get a nervousness from the home side, you get an uncertainty from the home side, the fans start getting a little bit worried.
Here's Wright, and here's Maguire-Drew. It's sat up to be hit, and he did hit it, and it needed stopping. He's enjoyed himself out there today, Maguire-Drew, and that's a fine stop by Ellery Balcon.
It is a good stop. Again, the big man holds the ball up for the team, a forward runner, and it's a good strike on his swinger, as they say, his right foot, but a good save.
Smith. 3 wins, 2 wins out of 3, and a draw in their other game for Wrexham. There's bottom of the table opposition next. It's Wrexham's day. Sam Ricketts records his first home victory as the Red Dragons manager. 7 points from his first 3 games, an unbeaten record to boot. Yet to concede a goal. Jordan Maguire-Drew, the man of the match, scored the first goal and was very impressive all round. Full time, Wrexham 3, Boreham Wood 0.